All right. All right. We're on day five of the Ghost Your Clutter Challenge, which is our final day. This is the 5-10-15 method. 5 days, 10 minutes per day minimum, 15 items decluttered per day minimum. Go to the description here. You can get the sign up link to get all of the emails and the past challenge content, days intro to now. You'll also get the decluttering tracker. You'll also get some really great, funny, punny emails from me about how to declutter that you can save and keep for later. That just has some additional supporting content that context that I might have forgotten to put in these videos. Okay, so just double up on it. Go sign up for it. It's free. You're gonna love it. And we are on day five. And I feel really great about this challenge. I don't know about you, but like I feel very good about it. And we're going to cover towels today. We're going to cover sentimental items as well. But I just wanted to share with you why I talk about this. And it's because it is number one, something that I'm naturally good at. Okay. I think we are all born with our own gifts. I'm really good at curating a space. I've been good at it since I was a little kid. My favorite thing to do was play house, but not like house with the characters, house in that I built forts and stuff out in the trees in the woods of Alaska, because that's where I grew up. And I would make them cute and functional, and everybody loved to come in them. And that's stuck with me. I'm good at that. And not only am I good at doing that for myself, I'm good at teaching other people how to do that. So, for example, I'm really good at making simple meals, but I am not good at teaching people how to make simple meals for themselves. I'm really good at teaching decluttering. And I'm especially good at teaching moms how to declutter because I know what it's like because I'm a mom of five. And I really do feel like this is my gift to the world. So if you've been here, thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope that you've learned at least one thing that is going to change your home and your life for the better. If you are not new here and you've been here, thanks for being here. If you're brand new here, thanks for being here. Go check out the rest of the content. But I really love decluttering. Sounds weird. I really do love it. And I've actually slowed down the amount of content that I create on it because I want to create better content versus more content. So I'm doing limited series like this decluttering challenge. I'm going to do one more. So watch for that. But just repurposing the content that I've already put out into the world because I want to keep that simple too. I deeply believe in simplicity. I deeply believe in using what we have. I don't think that more is better, but I will be putting out just very strategic content moving forward that helps you declutter. And I know it will find the right people because that's the beauty of the internet and being able to make videos like this is that whoever needs it's going to find it. So I'm excited that you found this. And if you know somebody who would benefit from this as well, share it with them, please. Like this, subscribe, comment below. Anything you do to show support is amazing. If you go to the description, there's a bunch of other links to past blog posts, blog posts, blog posts, podcasts, decluttering courses that I offer. I only offer two. One is a decluttering bundle and one is decluttering simplified. You can go check out both of those, but I'm so glad you're here. And I know this is going to be helpful for you. So let's get into decluttering towels. And I'm going to do like I did on the sock day. And I'm just going to tell you how we do towels in our house and how we used to do towels and how it works now and why it works now. So towels can be kind of a sensitive subject, believe it or not. When I had the Facebook group, Motherhood Simplified Facebook group with about 50,000 people, it was one of the most heated subjects because people are like, absolutely not. You will never use a towel more than once without washing it. And other people are like, you can go a few days. You're clean when you get out of the shower. You can absolutely reuse a towel. So I've done both ways. I'll tell you what works and what doesn't for us. And you can decide what you want to do because that's key for towels. You have to commit to your decision on what you want to do. And you need to know all the facts and how this works. Okay. So towels. In our house currently, as of today, and it changes. So I like to tell you sometimes I change things because life changes and I have to adjust to that. Right now, each of my kids have 2 towels each, bath towels, right? Towels that they use when they get out of the shower. They all have 2 and it's all their own color. My son has dark green. My daughter has mint green. My little girls have like hooded towels. My husband and I have dark blue towels or light blue. I don't know, whatever we have, right? That's what we have. There's 7 people in this house. That's 14 towels. That is a lot of towels. Okay. I also have a guest set of towels that stays tucked away, inaccessible to the rest of my family, unless there are guests here, because those are for guests. And if I make them accessible to everybody, everybody will use them. And we will end up with the never ending towel pile that we used to have. So it used to be that we just had a bunch of towels. Everybody used all the towels. And it was like, no matter what, there was always a towel on the floor. Who knows who it was, whose it was. Maybe it was mine. Maybe it was never my husband's. My husband doesn't do that. Okay. But it's mine. It was my kids. It was me throwing my kids on the floor because I just got them out of the bath. Right. Like, and it was frustrating. And it made me think that nobody can ever use a towel twice because the towel is dirty because it got left on the floor. It was thrown on the floor. It's dirty. Cats walked on it, right? The cat box is close to the bathroom. So that towel is now dirty because it was left on the floor, or it was left on the floor for a day and now it smells funny. Of course, you cannot reuse towels. That's just what I thought. And so we always had towels, always had dirty towels. Sometimes we didn't even have clean towels because we didn't realize before we got into the shower that all of the towels were dirty, right? Annoying. So annoying, so frustrating. And it's one of those things like really makes you feel like something is wrong with you as a mom or as a housekeeper, and you're never going to figure it out. And everybody else has life figured out but you, because you can't even figure out how to have enough towels in your house, but you have so many towels, right? So I think that's enough of that. Like I'm getting all like worked up, and I don't want to get you all worked up about it, but I want to let you know that's how we used to do towels. When we decluttered and moved to Florida, we only brought one suitcase each, right? We started over with one towel for each of our kids. It was mind blowing. You know, I was like, oh my God, like we only have one towel each. What in the world? It was crazy, but it worked. And it was so easy because I had no choice. Like it was just so easy. It was like wash off, dry off, hang up the towel because that's the only towel that exists. And I want it to be ready for the next one. I don't have the option of getting another towel. It forced me, it was a self-correcting issue. It forced me into hanging up the towels when we were done with them. And it was amazing. And it became a habit. It was a self-correcting habit. And now it's normal for us. And we did that for like a decade or a decade, maybe like five. Let me see how long it was. It was probably like 7 or 8 years, to be honest, because we lived in Florida for about 5 years. And then we moved to Idaho and we lived in our RV. And in our RV, we only had room for one towel each. Of course, we had a beach towel. So it was one regular towel for us in Florida, one beach towel each in Florida. When we moved into the RV, we only had one towel each. We got rid of the beach towels because we're living in Idaho, didn't need them. And yeah, that was our normal. So we lived in our RV for not very long, 5 months or so. And we moved into a bigger house in Idaho. And we needed new towels. And that's when we moved to having two towels for each of us because my daughter had long hair and we just had a bigger house. And so we just did. It was like everybody has two towels, everybody has their own color towel. And this works. And we stuck with the habit of like hanging it up, right? Taking care of it. And it corrected the issue. It built new habits in us. And I personally don't think that if you have too many towels per person, I don't think there's a way. And if you think that you have to wash a towel after every use, that's okay. Like that's your choice. But you have to know that if that's your choice and you are going to have to spend a lot of your time washing towels, taking care of towels, managing towels, and you just have to ask yourself, is it worth it to me? Do I want to do that? Is that how I want to exist in my house with towels? If it is, great, do it, but accept that. And then you can't complain about it because that's what you decided to do, right? It's a hard thing to maintain, especially if you have young kids and the rest of your house is cluttered, especially. And if the rest of your clothes are cluttered, you have too many clothes, like it's just hard to keep up on. And you have to decide, are you willing to do that or not? There is no right or wrong answer, but there is a way to make it simpler if that's what you're seeking. If you haven't been able to figure it out, it's probably not your fault. You just have too many towels and you've got to simplify it. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You can totally do that. And that's how we do towels to this day. And my towels don't smell bad. They don't get mildewy. They aren't dirty like I thought they were because they get hung up and dried out completely before the next use. And then, of course, because we've decluttered the other areas of our house, we've decluttered laundry, we've decluttered clothes, like it's easy for my kids to take care of and do their own laundry. I've taught them how to do their laundry since they were about 8. They do their own laundry, they wash their own towels, and it's amazing, right? They need help the first like year or so when they're learning how to do their laundry, but it's doable. So today, if you would like to simplify your towels, go through and delegate one towel per person, right? Put a little name tag on it, like write their name on it, whatever. It doesn't matter. And then if you don't want to get rid of the rest of the towels because you're like spills, messes, whatever, I totally get it, but you need to tuck those away, hidden from the rest of your family and only available for that. Okay. Because I will say, when we moved to Idaho, we had a leak where the water came through and was dripping through our chandelier. Luckily, we had enough towels. Like it wasn't a problem. We had enough towels to clean up the messes. And then in 2019, I literally had my baby on a floor. We had enough towels to have a baby on the floor. So if you think that you're not going to have enough towels, I promise you that you will, because you're smart and you're going to keep those. You're just not going to keep them in the daily rotation so that they are not overwhelming you on a daily basis, but you have them when you need them and you have them when guests come, right? So just be smart about it and find ways to store them. If your house isn't big enough to store them, like ours wasn't when we lived in the RV, you're going to have to just let them go, right? That's okay. You will still have enough, okay? Now for kitchen towels, like rags and stuff, I do the same thing as socks. I buy a pack of like 14 or whatever, 14 to 20, and we use them until they are worn up and used up. And then I throw them all away or donate them or textile recycle them. And I get a new pack. And I do that every like 2 or 3 years until the rags are worn down enough to where I'm like, oh my God, we need new towels, right? Same thing with hand towels. Each bathroom has two because that's how big our bathrooms are. They're not that big. We can wash them and replenish them as needed without it becoming overwhelming. Same in the kitchen. So declutter your towels. Now, this video actually got kind of long, longer than I had intended. So I am actually going to stop this and I'm going to record a bonus video on sentimental item decluttering, because for this challenge, I want you to get a lot out of it. I hope that you found this very valuable and like the tiny micro decluttering projects that you can do in about 10 minutes a day, that you can declutter about 15 things per day or more. And I hope you've been getting some really good decluttering support, like just bonus tips, mindset tips, strategic tips, simplicity tips, motherhood tips. And I really want to talk about sentimental items because that's one thing that a lot of moms get hung up on is like not being able to declutter because of sentimentality, which I totally understand. I think people assume that I am not sentimental, and I absolutely am. I'm deeply sentimental, and we have mastered the way that we curate our memory boxes here. So I'm going to record a bonus video for you so that these are short, easier for you to watch. And I will see you this is our official final challenge day. So the next video will not have decluttering challenge content, but it will have some really good sentimental item decluttering tips for you. And I want to give you a lot. So thank you for being here. I'll see you for the bonus video. Remember to like, subscribe, follow this playlist, share it with somebody who you think you could use it. And definitely, if you haven't signed up for the challenge to get the emails and the rest of the supporting content, go to the description to find that. The links are there for you. There's also the link to the 11-course decluttering bundle. There's a link to Decluttering Simplified. If you just want to dive head first into this with me, come with me. That's the 2 things that you would need to do this all the way. I would love to have you in them, and I'll see you for the final video.